Hello and welcome. This is Chris-Ann. I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chris-Ann. This is going to be a craft along with me video. I need to make some tags. The other day we made some tickets to put in pockets. I need to make some tags to put in some pockets and to use as a journaling space on the other side. So I am starting off with white cardstock. I have like a whole bunch of stuff here. You know, I always show all my stuff that I have, and sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't use it. But I have some sticker rolls. I have a decorative punch for the edge. I have my stamping block because I have a couple stamps. I had another one out here too, but I have these. I'm leaning towards this right here. I have my flat back gems. I have some pieces that I've fussy cut. I have some more punches, need be. I have the edge to do the tag. You know, I have my ink, my glue. I have my coffee spray if I want to sort of distress it a little bit. I have a book to rip up. I have, let's see what I have here. I have a couple other die cuts, papers, and then I have a box of die cuts right here. The main thing that I have, I don't know if you're like me, but I have some books that a friend gave me the other day. And I did a video on that haul. It was the Recycle Center Free Craft Haul and Friend Craft Haul. I think that was roughly the name of the video. So she gave me a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I have a hard time cutting up some books. This is one of the books. So we're just going to jump in and we're just going to do it. So I reached out to a couple friends that do stamping. Nobody wanted the books. So my friend that gave it to me, she was finished with it. So we're just going to jump in and just kind of do it. So this, how much was this book? This was a $25 book. It's a relatively new book compared to a lot of the other ones that I rip up. My assumption is it's 15, 20 years old. Let's see if we can find that. I'm probably looking right at it. Oh, 2004. Okay, so yeah. 21 years old. Yeah. There's beautiful pictures in it, even the cover. I mean, beautiful. It does break my heart sometimes to cut up books, but if it wasn't me, it'd probably be somebody else. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to start by cutting some cardstock to be tags. So I want some fairly large tags. So I am going to cut these. I'm going to leave the length. So it's going to be 8.5 by, well, you know, it's 8.5 by 11. So I'm leaving the 8.5. So I think, should we do these 4? No, I think we're going to do them, we'll do them at 3.5. There. Now, this, when I create a journal, this is how tall the paper in my journals are. But I am going to be cutting some of it down with this. I don't know, I'll probably be ripping some of them, and it's not going to stay this, is what I'm saying. But let's just get a whole bunch of these cut. So we'll do 3.5 by 8.5. Now this one's wider, but that's okay. We'll cut it down anyway. So there. Let's do 2 sheets. So I'll have 6 tags all together. Okay. Well, it's a nice day out today. It wasn't supposed to be as nice as it has been the last sort of day or two. Let's move this out of here. I'm going to move this out of here. I'm going to grab these. And we have, what did I do? 3, 4, 5, oh, 6. Yeah, 6. Okay. Now, the primary thing that I wanted to do is the book. Now, I loved this. So we're just going to get started, and I love these. So we're just going to get started kind of ripping it apart. Some books I just have a hard time with. Obviously, this is one of them. Here's that picture again. But I love these. So, because I already have that picture once, that's what's my focal point. That's gorgeous. But, you know, it's kind of tipped, so it's going to look a little funny. Let's see. Things like that are pretty. I love this, too. So, and, you know, the other thing that I like is this. The border. Let me rip out some of these so I can use that border. So I passed the Christmas ones for right now. Here's the same ones that were on that front page. Really pretty. Oh, I like that too, but here it is right here. Love that. All right. Oh, you know what else I didn't get out was my scissors yet. I can just cut it up with my paper cutter. Okay, so let's go back to these. This, you know what? Let me get my scissors. That I am going to need my scissors for. They're already here in my bag. Grab my liquid glue. Okay. Let's get some of these cut now. Is that going to be, yes, that's wider than my tag, but that's all right. We'll trim it when we get there. And then I liked that, so not a problem. I can do both. I mean, because we're artists, and well, I'm an artist and a stamper and all that fun stuff, I can appreciate somebody else's work. I can appreciate, why is this? There, okay. I can appreciate all the work she put into her book, and it kind of, you know, cutting it, But I am reusing it, and I'll put it in my thing. Let me just get this out of here. Makes it easier for me to fussy cut it. So I keep saying in all these videos, I need to get some jewelry done. I need to get some jewelry done. Yeah, I'm hoping today I can get a whole bunch of videos made. So maybe later I will get some jewelry. You know, I love doing paper crafts. I love doing jewelry too. Whole other set of stuff I have to lug out. That's the holdup. I'm setting up my inside desk, and my inside desk is set up for creating jewelry, but I have a lot to do to sort of get that situated. I've been slowly doing it. I have so much other stuff to do here at the house. I'm still gonna trim that down a smidge more. So yesterday I was out on my deck, as I frequently am, and I saw the deer. And the reason I bring it up is because I hear the deer right over there. It's the big one, it's the mother. And she was in my backyard, not too far from my deck. And, oh, good. I like that. So I went out there to try and grab some pictures of her. And my son comes out on the deck and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Will you be quiet?" Oh, so I went trekking through the woods as much as I can trek. And it's so noisy because it's so crinkly with all the leaves sort of crunching under my feet and everything. Now that one is not cut straight. I could do that. Let's do that. So I never did get my deer pictures, but that's okay. Now let's see, is there anything else here? I like this sort of border and collage with that. You know what? I have a little tray thing right here. Let's put that there. On the other side. No, I'm good. Another piece of that. So I was out there looking, and it turns out the deer has been there a lot because there was a lot of scat around. So kind of neat. Let's see. Let me grab. This one is empty, so let's start putting some garbage in this one. Make it easier for me. I have my garbage bowl, but it's pretty full. So let's put that there because I'm going to be emptying all of that later today. Yeah, that deer is still there. I hear it. And it's the mom. She's probably like, "Put me in the video." Oh yeah, so it's this I like, and it's this I like. Yep, I'll be fine. I mean, I like that one too, but it just doesn't match the sort of theming that I'm going for. Just put that there. Now this one, I'm gonna cut that up. So my son is doing the detox today. Oy. So he has to do the colonoscopy prep. He's not getting another colonoscopy right now. Typically gets them about once a year. And he does the detox, I don't know, 3 to 4 times a year. I like that. Just to kind of clean them out a bit. So today is that day. So I'm here crafting with you. I've made him his drinks. So far, so good. He's like, "I do not feel good. I am going to bed." I'm like, I fully get that, kid. So he's watching movies, playing video games. all of that fun stuff. Power to him. So, yeah. That's what's going on here. And yes, it is pretty shitty. You have to make those jokes when you live, when you live it, you know? I feel for him. So we're hoping this one goes relatively quickly. He just has to drink, well, he has to do six Dulcolacs, which he's already done. 3 and 3. And then he had to do 64 ounces of like a Gatorade stuff. And he doesn't really care for Gatorade. So he got the one at Whole Foods, which he likes so much better. And then we have to do, how many capfuls of Miralax? I forget. Let me think. I have it all written down. So he has to do 4, 8, 16, like 17? 17 or 18 capfuls. I can't remember. Whatever it is, we've measured it out. We've got it all figured. 64 ounces of liquid. And I make everything in his Yeti cup because it's so much easier for him. Oh yeah, that's still way too big. Let me trim this down here because it just kind of looks wonky. So he's enjoying that. Not. You know what? I'm going to leave this and I'm going to trim it when I get it on this so I can turn it around and trim it straight. That's what I'll do. So we'll put that there. So the poor kid is not having fun. You know, he can have like popsicles and stuff like that. It's not about sticking to it because he's getting the colonoscopy. It's just about cleaning him out until everything goes clear or thereabouts. So yeah, I like that one. So that's what he's doing. You know, I like all this. Just that would be really cool. All right, we'll put that there. And then I like the stripes. Put that there. I probably have enough for 6. I like this probably more than I like this. I don't know. Let's see if I can trim that. Yep. So he's already drank half of what he needs to drink at this point. He's already had all the Dulcolacs he needs to have. Let's see if I cut. All right, let me cut this just because it's different than the other stuff I have. So, and I got so the secret is if you have to do a lot of colonoscopies, you can drink broth, but it gets kind of gross after a while. So the secret and the trick is, I figured this out a long time ago. I share it with every gastroenterologist we have. They love my trick. My trick is go to your favorite local Chinese restaurant, Vietnamese restaurant, whoever it is that you like. Buy their broth and drink that, because it is so much better than some of the store-bought stuff. Now, I make an okay broth. I make a decent broth, but my broth is better like when it's with all the soup stuff. So that's what we did yesterday. So he has broth. Whether he chooses to use it today, tonight, whatever. Hopefully by tonight he'll be back on food. That's up to him, you know, how his body does, but it's up to him because he can drink the broth now if he wants. He doesn't want to. So, okay. I mean, it's his choice. It's his deal. You know what? I'm going to cut this whole thing. So I have the broth, I have the popsicles, I have the applesauce. You know, I have the stuff. And of course, he chose this other Gatorade. It got like a vitamin water thing. Doesn't have any dyes in it. He has some other drinks in the house, and he's like, "Can I have those?" I said, "Of course you can. Just have to have everything come out of you clear, or clear-ish." So, great conversation. Hey, this is reality. And this, for us, this has been reality since he's been a little kid. He's had to do this every year of his life since he's been a year old. And he's 18 now. So it's been a while. So this doesn't really match the theme that I'm going for, but I do love it. But this, on the other hand, kind of does. So I should have cut that first, used that stripe. I know there's so much more I can be using from these pages. Chances are I'll go back and use it in something else, but you know, I'll square that up too. My garbage bowls are a little overfilling here. So I like this too, but let me get this one. Got my mom's laundry washing. Hope I can get that to her tomorrow. There. Now I love all this, these colors. Got a lot going on here today, but all good stuff. Actually, I don't mind that placement right there. All right, we'll do some here too, the half. Then I have a lot more of our laundry to do. I'm just doing laundry forever because I was without water for 2 months. And at the end of the summer, I like to go through and wash like all the blankets, air everything out outside. You know, the blankets, the sheets, the pillowcases. I've got a lot of pillowcases out here now. Haven't started the blankets yet. Because we had such a major water issue. Even the things that were seemingly clean weren't clean. So I'm rewashing absolutely everything that didn't get thrown away. And it's very upsetting. It's exhausting. It's sad. It's a lot of work. Kind of at the end of my rope here with some of it. Oh, that's pretty. I want this. Let's see this. I was going to do it with the paper cutter, but I don't think I'm going to. The paper punch, I mean. So yeah, I'm rewashing everything. And apparently I have discovered a new hobby. Who would have thought? So I had to get a new refrigerator. I'm constantly rearranging my refrigerator, my freezer. I'm reorganizing it. I finally found some more acrylic bins yesterday. I finally made it to TJ Maxx. Yeah. I'm always rearranging all of it. But I'm trying to get it like at its optimal storage ability, where it's easy and accessible for us. So I'm putting everything in bins because, like, if something spills in my refrigerator, I don't want to have to clean the whole refrigerator. I just want to clean the bin. Can you hear the turkeys? The turkeys are over there too. So that's my sort of plan. So now that I have these new bins, so they're like that big and they're like that tall. I also went to Dollar Tree, which is not Dollar anymore, and they have this tall ones, and they're sort of this big. They're for your desk. I got 4 of those too, because I can use those as well in my refrigerator, and they're cheaper than the refrigerator ones. So that's what I did. Now, I like this, and I like some of these. Trim that better. Let's see. So yes, this apparently is my new hobby. Sitting there reorganizing my refrigerator. Now, I haven't had a new refrigerator ever. When we bought this house, like forever ago, it was an okay refrigerator, and then that died, and then the neighbor had this crappy refrigerator. That turned out to be really good. I mean, it lasted me, I don't know, more than 15 years. But it was so teeny tiny, and it was a disaster by the end. So, you know what, let me do this first so I can get my placement. And I'm not going to do fibers on this until I put it in the actual journal. That's kind of how I do things. And you know what? I'll use this one to glue on. because eventually I'll use the other side. So I'm all excited to have this new refrigerator. It's kind of like a new toy or something. I don't know. And I love it. It's a very simple refrigerator. It's nothing fancy. It doesn't have like the water or the ice maker, which I didn't want. I didn't want any of that. My only criteria, I had 2 criteria for my number 1. Well, it had to fit, but that I'm not counting that. I needed the freezer at the bottom. Apparently, most people like the freezer at the top. Okay, you crazy people. I had that for years. It is so difficult for me to bend over into my refrigerator. That was the problem. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It hurts. It was making me dizzy. It was problematic, to say the least. I'm like, no more. I have to have the freezer at the bottom. Because I'm in the refrigerator more than I'm in the freezer. Let's see if I have another piece of that. Oh, you know what else I had? Where did that go? This. No. So I have my freezer at the bottom. I am beyond ecstatic with that. Yeah, let's do that one. And that has made my life so much easier. And I have it all organized now with my bins. Everything's in bins. I even have a bin for my ice packs. I don't know what my malfunction in life is. I need a life. This is a little weird. Even for me, this is a little weird. Normally I don't like to cut glue things with these scissors. These are my really good scissors. So yes, new power released, unleashed. I don't know. Kind of crazy. But I love it. Took a picture yesterday so I can send it to a few friends because they're like, send me a picture of your new refrigerator. Because apparently this is a thing. I don't know. Actually, I like that. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else on this. You know, I have all my die cuts and all that stuff. That one little piece, where did that go? That. Let's do that there. Yeah. Should I post like a picture of my new fridge on like Instagram? Is that like a thing? I don't know. Let me know if you want to see my new fridge. My friends are interested, my other friends, so I don't know. Should we do some of this? Let's see. I don't know. I haven't even opened this one yet. I don't know. As you get older, your priorities shift hugely. Is this what happens when you're single in your 50s? You're like, you want to see my new fridge? Oh, I like that. I don't want to cut this with these scissors. Let me see if I have my other scissors here. I don't want to cut sticky stuff with that. My good scissors. Yep, I have my other scissors. So we'll use those. Okay. Oh, geez. And see thy blood warm when thou feelest it's cold. Oh, great. Those are great words. Maybe we will shimmy it over a little bit. They are kind of winter colors on this. Yeah, we're going to shimmy it. Is it straight? I don't know. Probably not. Chances are it's not. Let's move these. Let's grab my edger here. Oh, I was hoping to get that little edge and I didn't. So let's there. There, that's better. My little garbage bucket. Let me put these in my garbage bucket. All right, so that one's done. It is tall. That's okay. And then that, I'll put lines on the back and it will be a journaling spot. Okay, like that. Now, let's do sort of a collage-y kind of one. That. Nope. Kind of matches that. Or that, actually. Somebody's burning something. Hold on. Let me go check. Hold on. Okay. Things are fine here. I had to just check a spot. But I can smell somebody's burning something. And a lot of times that triggers my allergies. So we will stay out here for as long as we can. Now, oh, there's some emergency vehicle. I hope it's not like a house on fire near me. I can't see flames, but I'm smelling something really strong burning. Oof, I don't like that. Hope everybody's okay. Oops. Don't know what's going on. I mean, my neighbors could be like burning brush or something. I live in the woods. People just burn stuff. There. Straight-ish. Okay, let's get my scissors and get all this trimmed. Oh, you know, I didn't edge the other one with my brown ink, and I need to. We will do that. This will stay. This will go in the garbage bucket here. Let's do this corner. There. So far so good. I like all that. I like that. You know what? Let's edge that too. I was going to do a little stamping here, but this one. That looks weird. Okay. Let's ink this. Then we'll glue this down, and then we'll glue that other one down. I'll ink this one too. I don't know that it was actually going to show, but I don't smell the smoke as much now. So maybe somebody was burning something and they put it out. I don't know. And then, oh, I got some glue on the back of this one. Oh, now I smell it again. Never mind, I smoked too soon. I'm gonna just tear this one. And I wanna see if that's gonna smudge. It smudges a little bit. All right, yeah, that smudges there. Okay, so we'll just we'll come back and we'll do the brown edging in a little bit. Yeah, this smoke is starting to bother me. So we're only going to do one more, and then I'm going to have to go in. Whatever's being burned is not fun. So let's decide. I think I like that one. I wanted this. You know what? I thought I wanted that. We'll keep it for this one. You know, I haven't even used my favorite one. All right, let's glue that down like that. Then I'm going to trim it. There. Let's come in and we're going to trim all this off. Got those trimmed. I'm going to tear this. Put that there. These, let's see. Matches, but it doesn't match, but I like orange. So we're going to do these. Give that a tear. And then come in with this. This one's not going to hold on to the ink as well as some of the other ones because it all has this on it. That's okay. Oh, here, there. All right, I'd like to make another one. Let's see if I can without my throat being a problem. You know what, let's do some book page with this one. I like to use all my things, you know. I haven't done any jewels on them yet. Maybe we'll do, whoops, maybe we'll do some on this one. Tuck that one in there. That one there. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, did I make that go over too much? Probably. That's okay. Oops. All right, let's trim this one up. My annoying neighbor's on his lawnmower. Of course, while I'm doing a video. Oy. All right. Yeah, where's that book? Let me. I want to see. I might come back to this page. I have my circle punch, like my small circle punch. I'm looking for something that I can just punch out in a circle. That's cool. I wonder if I can do that. Where'd my circle punch go? It's the colors that I'm looking for. Let's see. Yeah. There. Sometimes this paper doesn't hold on to the ink, but let's give it a try. There. Now, this punch. Oh, I didn't trim that side. All right, let's get some ink on this because this needs it. Let's tear this edge, I think. Although that would look pretty with the scallop because it would match that scallop. There. Okay, there's that one. Let's do some ink on these. Oh, this one has glue on it. I'm gonna leave it up there. These come out pretty. You know, when you reorganize things on the paper, you come up with new things. Way to recycle, reuse, reimagine. And that's a beautiful book too. So there's a lot of really pretty things within that book. Here. There. I don't know. Let's see. Can we get another one done? I'd like to. I'm pushing it, but let's get another one. Maybe 2 more. I don't know. 6 was my goal initially. So that's very purpley. Let's put that one all the way up there, and then it will trim the corners up there. This I'll put here. I don't need this. We'll do that. Just collaging everything together. Okay, there. We'll do this one near the bottom. Maybe I'll tear into that. Wait for the plane to pass. There's a lot of noises today. I have to look at the edge of the actual tag, not the picture, because I'm going to trim it. Okay, we'll put that one there. I'll trim that in a second. Let's see what we have here. Still looks wonky because of the perspective of the picture. But that's all right. Let's see what else. I think the only other one I have is another one of that. Let's do book page. Oh, goodness. All right, so I'm gonna get all 6 of mine done that I wanted to get done. Yay. It's all gonna be wonky. wonky. Who cares? It's, I mean, I care, but it's art, and I kind of like some of the wonkiness. I mean, it is. I care. Once I get something like that on, oh, there goes my glue. You know what I have to do before I put that down? Nah, I don't like that. Yeah, this one's really wonky, but we'll do that. Okay, now let's trim it. And that will probably straighten it out. Whoops. If I can trim it evenly. And then let's get just a hair right here and a hair down here. Awesome. It's very artsy. I mean, if I wanted to do that sticker, I could do it over this. I don't know. Let's do it. Okay. Now let's give that a trim. A better trim. All right. I think that improved it a little bit. Okay, my punch. Here we go. Oh, and I still have to trim that one. Where's, oh, here it is. Let's do this. I didn't do anything to the bottom of this one. You know what? I think I do want to tear it. Okay. Not my colors, but I like it. These are one of my colors. But there's a lot of trimming here. Oops. There goes that. I've pretty much used almost all the pieces. I only have a couple little pieces left from all that stuff that I cut up. That's pretty good. I don't know, do you think this is like more of a collage book? Collage tag? Using some old books? Yeah, I like that one. And when I go to put the fibers on this, I'll keep it, you know, just above her. You know, I kind of like the white right there, even though this is a really tall tag. I'm gonna leave that. I kind of like it. Like this piece I like. should we add it back up here? I mean, obviously I wouldn't put it over that. That one. You know what? I'm going to go with this one because it kind of brings your eye down a little bit. My glue. Oh yeah, I dropped my glue. Hold on. I gotta clean the main trees off my glue. It's cleaning, but it's not cleaning. I'll clean it later. There. Yeah, I like that. I'll clean the backs off of all of these too later. I like that. Okay, let's do some ink. Come in a lot there. Come in a lot right there too. Okay. I think I got all 6 done. All right, let me show you what I have. Let me move. So I think, yeah, out of all the book page stuff, this is what I didn't use. That was pretty good. I didn't use any jewels. You know what? I think I'm okay with that. All right, let me show you what I have. So I have this one. This one. This one. That was kind of neat. I like that one too. I love the colors in this one too. So that's all 6. I got all 6 done. Yay! Thanks so much for tuning in. Please check out my website, www.elementalenерgieswithchristiane.com. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It would really help me out. I'm trying to get my numbers up so I can do some YouTube lives. That would be so much fun for me. Thanks so much. Take care and be free.